So, what is Visual Kei? You might have heard this term to refer to a certain type of fashion style, music genre, movement, scene. Can it really be pinned down to one specific thing? What if I told you it was all of this and possibly more? To give some context for those of you who are unfamiliar with it, Visual Kei started around the late 80s and 90s in Japan by underground musicians known for their eccentric styles and musical influences stemming from heavy metal, glam rock, punk rock, and gothic rock. But early Visual Kei does not represent what it is today, and it has evolved into a far more complex subculture within Japan. There has been ongoing discourse online while I was researching for this video about what Visual Kei really is. It is a discussion that honestly pops up quite often. Is it a music genre, a political movement, a fashion style? No one really seems to be able to agree on a specific label for it, and I would like to hear what your opinions are in the comments. However, most of the discourse I have observed have been on the western side of the internet, and since my understanding of both the culture of Japan and the language is very lacking, I am ignorant of the cultural nuances from the Japanese side. If I am incorrect about anything here, please let me know. So, is it a political movement? Although it shares similarities with western genres such as punk and goth, it is unwise to say that it is an equivalent. To call it a political movement might be a misrepresentation of Visual Kei. Unlike punk, bands who identify as being part of the Visual Kei subculture do not inherently have a political message accompanying their image. Some just do it because they think it's cool. Then, is it a musical genre? No, absolutely not. Visual Kei, like I've stated before, started out as a conglomeration of various different musical styles popular during that time. Even today, it has continued to take influence from other genres. Bands can have sounds ranging from J-pop all the way to extreme metal while still identifying as Visual Kei. Lastly, is it a fashion style? Yes, to its core, Visual Kei is fashion. It is a look. It is meant to be visually striking, hence their name Visual Kei, with Kei simply meaning style. Since its beginning, many subgenres have branched out with their own unique looks and names such as Tanbi-kei, Kote-kei, and Nagoya-kei. So have we figured it out? Have we determined what Visual Kei is? From what I have gathered, in essence, Visual Kei can be vaguely defined as a progressive and expressive musical subculture with a key emphasis on a distinct style such as the inclusion of heavy makeup, flamboyant big hair, and elaborate costumes. What a lot of people overseas seem to overlook is that Japan is a highly conservative country, and anything that is against societal norms, from the way that you dress, identify, and act, is seen as progressive in a performative setting, and this subculture seems to attract people who struggle to fit in with what is seen as normal. Visual Kei is not a monolithic style, but is instead an umbrella movement that many subgenres within it share. That is really the beauty of it. Fans who are looking for something specific out of Visual Kei can go out and find it. That's how diverse and open to interpretation this subculture is. Putting a label on it really waters down what Visual Kei holds to its core: the freedom of creative expression. But what do you think? Let me know what your thoughts are on this ongoing discussion.